Yo, what's up, everybody? Devil May Care 4 here, my boy.
Mr. Howard 123.
And we are going to be reacting to a very long video this time around. It's a 10-minute gameplay trailer of the game Forspoken. Now, initially, I saw the reveal, like the kind of concept trailer for it when it was shown, but I didn't really get a chance to watch too much of it. If they have released new stuff, I'm not sure. But we saw this at Gamescom, or rather, it was shown off at Gamescom, and me and Roger decided to wait to watch it together. So this will be our very first look into the gameplay. I haven't seen any gameplay about it at all.
I've seen gameplay, but it wasn't this trailer. This is supposed to be new gameplay. The old gameplay that I've seen in trailers and stuff like that, it was kind of meh.
Really?
It just,
yeah. Kind of generic action game stuff.
Well, it was actually unique stuff going on with she has these rings or whatever that she can talk to. Kind of like the Shang-Chi movie. Is that the name of that movie? That Marvel movie? Yeah. But the rings talk to her, and then she can use the rings to like attack with it. It's kind of unique as far as video games are concerned. We haven't really seen that in video games. But it just looked very boring from the first initial trailers that I've seen. So I'm looking forward to see how they've polished things up and,
because
see
if
they
it's
made
10
it
minutes
more
of gameplay,
exciting.
they're gonna have to show us something cool, right? Like, that's just
exactly.
All right, so let's check it out without further ado.
Frey Holland, daydreamer, cat lover, New Yorker.
Wait, what?
On a fateful
This the same
evening,
game?
her life changed drastically when she was mysteriously transported.
Oh boy,
to
the anime. What's that word when they get sent to another world? Oh no.
Frey arrives with a magical sentient bracelet inexplicably wrapped
sentient.
around her arm.
Oh, hello, yes.
Then discovers she can cast powerful spells.
Wait, was that you or the trailer?
That was not me, bro.
Wrapped around her arm.
Oh, hello, yes.
Then discovers she can cast powerful spells and use magic
I don't know,
to
bruh.
swiftly traverse the sprawling landscapes. The last remnants of Athia's populace soon look to Frey as their only hope for confronting the Tantas, once benevolent matriarchs who now rule as maddened and evil sorceresses. Reluctant to help, but desperate to find a way back home, Frey sets off on a journey through this strange and dangerous land.
What's the Bullet Witch game?
Bayonetta.
Yeah. Those two people look like
The
they're
only
from
safe haven in Athia is Sepal, where refugees have gathered to escape the mysterious corrupting force of the Break.
This part is looking very
bland.
Assassin's Creed 1.
I think it's kind of it feels kind of like not alive, doesn't
and
it?
Frey may even find a small friend to add
I hope
to
that
the
they
band.
add more liveliness to it and more color.
At this point in Frey's journey,
Maybe it's supposed to be this mute though. Maybe that's the point, you know?
After finding a rare piece of Advaha ore. In the right hands,
I don't know.
This ore may prove to be most useful.
Advaha ore, right?
You've seen this stuff before?
Uh-oh.
I've made armor out of it. For Tanta Sila, no less.
This is kind of like some stereotypical, like,
made that armor?
open world
Does
stuff.
that mean you can do something cool with this stuff?
I could.
I did not expect that voice to come from that
Who
character.
knows?
What the hell?
In Prenost.
Huh? Aren't there any in town?
I'll draw you a map and give you the key. You'll have to do the rest yourself.
This is like some Dragon Age stuff.
If you can bring them back.
I don't like
and
the
that's a
facial
big
expressions
if,
at all.
I'm
right?
gonna do something with that.
Kind of
ore
like
yours.
like a doll.
There isn't any facial expression.
It's like lifeless.
Yeah, you can tell they didn't do like motion capture there. They just did
Outside the safety of Sepal,
computer, whatever.
The only life Frey will encounter are corrupted enemies looking to rip her limb
Okay,
from
that's
limb.
pretty cool.
Frey's
this
combat
part looks
skills make
cool.
quick work of low-level enemies. And her magic-enhanced parkour abilities turn this inhospitable land into her personal playground.
See, this has more color, even though it's still desert-ish.
Brown.
Yeah,
Got some
Treasure
red
this
and
guy.
yellow.
dot the landscape.
Yeah,
And
and the
contain
green
items
and
used
the
for crafting
guy.
or trading with vendors back in Sepal. Mana is earned
Is this like
by leveling up,
one of
but
those
it can
games where you have to
also
go to a
be found in
tower and
glowing
like
pools around
beat
Athia.
it, and it opens up more stuff on the
Collecting
map
enough
type stuff?
allows Frey to unlock new spells.
I would have. It looks kind of like it.
Like a Far Cry game, you know what I mean?
Well, they haven't
it
shown a
is.
map. Yeah,
Scan
yeah.
your surroundings.
With the help of her
I don't like
golden
games like that.
companion Cuff, Frey can scan belfries to reveal nearby points of interest.
I'm okay with that
before
kind of stuff.
continuing her journey.
I guess, man.
This is the place on Johidi's map, isn't it? Are you planning on retrieving her smithing gear?
Might as well while we're here. Besides, I want to know more about Scylla and Johidi knew her.
I feel like the combat's gonna be the best part of this game.
Right, and I feel like they should have focused more on that as opposed to close-ups on conversations, because that was ugly compared to the action.
Yeah, the frame rate's really low. It's not just me. Maybe it's just a video.
Well, as ever, it
It's-
seems we have a few things to attend to first.
Yeah,
I feel like the enemies are just in this game. They're not like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, the world has nothing to do with these guys. Like, they're just here. I don't know how to explain it. Like, why are they
Right,
here?
yeah, I understand what you're saying. Maybe they don't belong here, and they're just coming
placeholder?
here because you're here.
Yeah.
Like, because you have the rings, maybe they're drawn to the rings, so they're just coming to wherever you are.
Like Lord of the Rings, kind of like those Reapers or whatever.
Yeah, because she doesn't belong. She doesn't even belong in this world, but she's dressed like it now.
Yeah, but she got those normal ass shoes on if you look closely.
Looks like
Got those
this is the place.
Converse
Well,
on. You know what I'm
here
saying?
we go.
Damn, this stuff is heavy.
Wait, what?
Reassuring heft of Odvaha.
Was that her picking it up? Her it fitting to black and her saying how heavy it is?
Wow.
They didn't want to even put an animation for her picking it up?
There is much to find in
All right,
Athia,
guys, come on now.
So exploring new locations before completing a quest is always worthwhile. A variety of rewards
That's
are waiting
cool,
to be
but
discovered or unlocked.
I have a hard time
including
feeling hyped for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Stat increases, bits of
All that
Athian
to open a
lore,
chest?
and new gear.
This thing just screams prop.
Why not try it on?
I hate that there's like a cat eye or a fisheye lens like effect for the venues.
While
I'm not trying to
Frey
hate, I
is
swear to God I'm not.
mysteriously immune to the corrupting influence.
I could get past
Nothing
that.
else in Athia can escape its grasp.
You gotta do this much
Humans
to
are
kill a
turned into
deer?
Savage zombies and worse, while animals are mutated into dangerous.
Oh, they're
beasts.
mutated.
Yeah, the combat looks way better than it did before.
It's got some spice.
Yeah. And the spells look
Pilgrims'
cool.
refuges are hideaways located in every part of Athia, and it's always a good idea to seek them out.
I just feel like I've seen this before. You know what I'm
Here,
saying?
Frey can craft
Yeah.
cunning
This
drafts,
gameplay loop.
upgrade gear, and get some much-needed rest.
I mean, this is for those type of people though. Those people that like Assassin's Creed, that like Horizon and things like that. So,
Fully recharged and ready for the next step of her journey.
which
Frey
I'm
travels onward
I'm
into the
completely
depths of
fine with all
corruption
that.
we
It's
have
just
left.
that I
The
wish
effects
they
of the
weren't
break
focusing
are even
on
more
the things that
unmistakable here.
actually look bad or
And
take
while
away
Frey
from the
may be
game in the
resistant
trailer.
to those effects,
Yeah, like talking
she
to
will
NPCs and stuff.
undoubtedly be pushed to her
And then in
limits.
that situation where she picked up the item and you're like,
This place is insane.
that's- which if you don't have time to put it in the game, that's fine, but
Just don't show it yet.
Yeah, don't highlight the weaknesses, the bad part.
Or maybe it's good that they showed us so we can complain about it.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully they watch this.
I'm sure we're not the only ones who said that though. Maybe we are.
Frey will encounter numerous points of interest in
I like
her
that.
travels.
That's cool.
Many
Yeah,
of these
I would
landmarks and locations have been corrupted or overrun with corrupted enemies.
and they're kind of getting that whole with the effects, that whole Doctor Strange Marvel movie effect.
Seems to have drawn the break here, but I expect you can clear it away with your powers. Give it a try.
That was anticlimactic, in my opinion.
That's enough exploring for now.
Oh, so
it's
all
about
that to get a health
Frey
plus
to head
5?
back to Sepal and deliver the smithing tools
I'm sorry,
to
I just...
All done?
Okay, this is awful. Her eyes don't ever turn or blink or nothing.
It's like, hold on!
What did you expect? A full suit of armor? You'd have needed
Her
a
eyes
damn sight
don't
more
do
ore for
anything.
that.
No,
Oh, there we go.
Cool.
Woo, we gotta blink.
Like you to lump it. That's the last bit of smithing I'll be doing for a while.
Frey's journey will take her to the ends of this beautiful, cruel world.
It's like, if you don't have like the
way home,
movement and like the motion capturing the face, like you don't have to zoom in on the face. Just because they're having the conversation doesn't mean you have to
show that right now.
Yeah.
The enemy design is cool. Like
I would imagine.
Looks too.
Yeah, and I would imagine that if it's this late in development and they haven't done anything with the NPCs' faces during the conversations, I don't think they're gonna do it before the game releases.
You know what it reminds me of, bro? It reminds me of Mass Effect Andromeda facial expressions. Same problem. Lifeless, eyes not looking where they need to be looking.
Yeah.
Stiff animations. It has that issue, and it's coming out right next to my birthday. That's weird. But
I feel like that could be fixed with a simple turn of the camera, like a camera angle where it's not so
maybe
focused.
Over her shoulder. You know.
Yeah, over a shoulder or at an angle to where you can't really see the face dead on.
Yeah, like maybe like both of them like in the frame or something like that.
Yeah, or the camera moving while they're talking. Just it being right there with, and you don't have anything like that, especially with games like Horizon and all those other story-driven games that are out there, Uncharted and
even Spider-Man. Like the new Spider-Man has like that whole like open world platforming like thing going on. Like you kind of like get to traverse the world and do things at your leisure. I like this game's combat. It looks cool. I don't care for the environments. I don't care for the NPCs. I know the city is very mute and lifeless.
Yeah, they need to add some trees, some bushes,
banners,
some rugs,
or something.
some water, like
banners. Like if the banners are on the castles and the wind was blowing them, or like flags.
It's just stone.
Yeah, just stone, and the people are like just like, I'm right here, like they're just doing their own cycle of animations, not reacting to anything, Like I feel like that's very, very much like a last gen thing. I'm not talking about. Let me rephrase that. 2 generations ago, like Xbox 360 stuff, like Xbox One's at the first like start of it, like when they were making Dragon Age Origins, like people were very lifeless, but the game's towns were filled with lush like vegetation, or like even if they were like desert, they had like crystals and like color and like light reflecting off the glass. Like they made the towns in that game Dragon Age Origins look very, very, very detailed, even though the NPCs were stiff. Whereas this game is current gen, new or next gen, whatever you want to call it, like PS5, and it looks very much like a 360 game in terms of like the way the NPCs move and stuff.
Have you because this reminds me, that town, it reminds me of is it Immortals? What is it? What's the Marvel show called? That had Medusa in it and Black Bolt and
I don't watch shows, bro.
What are those, the ones that are like the Inhumans?
Oh,
have you seen the Inhumans?
I know what you're talking about though.
Well, there's in the beginning of the show, like they're on the moon. That's where they lived, on the moon, like this hidden city on the moon. And like the moon's white, and then the entire town was built with like this white metal kind of, I don't know what it was, but it was all the same color and it looked exactly this reminded me of that. It was just so bland and mute in one color and just like uninteresting.
You know what it reminded me of, now that another comparison, you ever seen the movie Equilibrium with Christian Bale? Like they're it's like they're supposed to live in a society with no emotion, no color. Everyone takes a pill every day. Well, they take a pill every day to keep their emotions down, and everything is the same. Like the buildings are all the same shape. The houses are all built the same. The bedroom is literally a bed. Like that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just lifeless. Like that's the point of the movie. Like anyway, yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to like them maybe like stepping up the game. I don't know when this game's supposed to come out. Oh, well, January 24th. That's a long time from now. That's a pretty good amount of time. In my opinion, it's enough time for them to maybe like add just something to the cities and tighten up those expressions, or if they can't fix the animations for the expressions, which is like perfectly understandable because it's a big game, there's a lot going on. Like they obviously have a lot of graphic fidelity with the lighting and the textures and like all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? If they can't fix the animations, they could do the camera thing like you said, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it looks, you can tell like how hard they worked on the game and how much effort they're putting into it, because you can see it in the combat. Like when the graphics in the combat, all the different spells that she's doing, all of that looks amazing. Like, so it's not like they're just doing like a horrible job. They're doing an amazing job. But I feel like those small things are, especially with that town, if that's supposed to be your hub world and you're going back to that town all the time, it's
gotta be
for
something
people, it has to be something there, because like when people stream this game, and a lot of people are probably going to stream this game, and if 50% of the game is them being in that town and everybody that tunes into that stream only sees that town, they're going to be like, what is this game? Boring.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that's I'm looking forward to it still. I'm gonna check it out some more. Hopefully they release more between now and January 24th. You know, we'll see what happens. We'll react to it if we have to. But yeah, guys, thanks again for watching. Sorry for the long discussion. If you guys have any suggestions in terms of like what we should watch next or react to next or listen to, let us know in the comments below. And also be sure to check out the description. We're gonna have our social medias and all of our personal YouTube channel and Twitch channel links. We each have our own, YouTube and Twitch where we stream and make content for. And I don't know. With that being said, I guess that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time, right?
Yep. See ya.
See ya.